as I said, so the left side and right side is kind of like portfolio. If you think about this, everything's just become a portfolio, become combination kind of perspective. That's very, very good thinking, because we're going to put everything as one of the assets, one of the financial tools that we can use in order to make a certain goal. Okay, so the left side, the S basically is like a stock. Just imagine that you long the stock. So if I say you long stock, that means that you own this stock, right? You buy this stock. So you got this stock out your hand, you buy that. So it's a long that. You long stock and then you long the put. So basically you own the asset. This is like a stock. You own the assets plus you can sort of add a plus before the stock. That means you long the stock, you long the asset, also you long the put option. Okay, so basically, this is a typical called protected put. So as the name suggests, it's a protected put. So that means that you own the asset and the put is your insurance flow. Okay, so you own the asset stock and then this put is like your insurance. So what's the upside of this portfolio? If you think about this, the upside there is that you own the stock, so the stock go up, you long that, so you gain. Okay, so just imagine if you buy the stock at 10 US dollars and then the stock go to like 20 US dollars, you know what? You can earn 10 US dollars per stock because you got all this upside potential. Okay, so that's the stock. But remember, we also got a downside. So the downside is limited by the put strike price. Okay, because it's a put. You're long a put. So what do I mean by that? You long the put. So remember, we talk about the stock. You're owning the stock, you long the stock, and we just talk about the stock upside scenario. That means that the stock can go up, and then you go to like unlimited again because the stock can go all the way, I don't know, 1,000, hopefully. But the stock also got a downside risk. That means the stock can go down, and you don't want to bleeding you all the way back to zero. Okay, you don't want to do that, so you know what? You have a long put option as your insurance. So that means when you enter into a put option, that means that you have the option to strike, or you have the right to sell the stock at a certain strike price. That's okay, but it's a hidden. Okay, I want to simplify things, but you know that in real life scenario it's a little bit difficult because if you enter into the put price, there is a strike price. Okay, it's like a strike K price that you can absolutely you can sell that according to the put, and that price, that K, the strike K, will give you a kind of insurance. Remember, if you just imagine that you don't long this put option, you're just holding a stock. That is a sort of unlimited downside risk all the way back to zero. Okay, of course you can even like lose even more if you add a leverage to it. But just think about this. If you do not enter the put option, you will lose. There is a downside risk that you want to cover. How to do that? You add your put option. So that means no matter how bad things get, I can still sell the stock for a K, for strike price and a maturity. Okay, decide depending on what kind of the put that you enter into. So, for example, it's a typical owning at the maturity that you achieve that. That means that you can sell the stock for K, that strike price and maturity. Okay, so that's kind of like I got unlimited up potential because I own the stock, but I pay a little bit premium, a little bit price for buying the insurance of a put option. And when things go badly, when the stock go down, I can still sell that stock at a strike price of that put option. Okay, so that's the name protected puts this combination comes from. Okay, so you're protected from the downside risk. So that's the left side